the next course is, which you'll see in the living room here, is we mixed pieces. You know, once we worked with some of the nice antiques that Samantha had, the big Asian cabinet, the small chest, chairs that flanked the fireplace. Then we need filler pieces. So we looked at retailers, we looked at designer resources. So, you know, don't be afraid to mix the high and low. And then we often rework pieces. So people will come in and they will say, I never saw that at this particular store. As you can see with the big sectional that we recovered some of the pieces, and the pull-up tables, which I think are a great solution in this room because we don't have room for a big coffee table. You know, people, I think, always try to follow too many rules today. There has to be a coffee table, there has to be a sofa, there has to be a club chair. So we took the, I call C tables that slide under the sofa, and we sent them to an automobile shop and had them lacquered in an accent color. So I think they're a real conversation piece.
Yeah, certainly they are. I mean, so what we're talking about is semi-customization, right?
Exactly.
So taking pieces that are set in place and then maybe reupholstering it, changing the color, something to add.
Mix it up a little bit.
And even in here, when we were painting the walls, we had terrible built-ins, absolutely horrific built-ins, but what we ended up doing was just painting them the same color that we did the walls, so they disappear, but the functionality still remains.
Well, and I love what you're talking about as well, because when it comes to the color palette, it seems like a very unifying factor in bringing these pieces together, whether it's extremely high-end or maybe something that was a bit of a bargain.
Yes, it is true, and what we were able to do was deciding on one really, really special piece. One piece that you would say, okay, this is going to stay with me for the rest of my life. And this will be the heirloom piece that I will always have.
Christopher, you had mentioned earlier, I want to share with everyone a little trick on how to bring a beautiful rug, maybe for a larger area, into your home.
This was one of the most difficult in Samantha's house. Is we needed a rug, I think approximately 24 by 30, and that could just break the bank. So what we opted for with these Rubini Missoni rugs, which to me were just so much fun because they had every color that we used in the house, and we pulled it all together as a statement on the floor in the living room. But they're two 9 by 12s used side by side.
Perfect.
And you know, don't get all caught up that yes, they both have borders, because some people don't think that borders back to back, but I think it really works well in this situation.
I think so too. I think it's a very creative solution, and that is also the other part of using what you have and using pieces from every, you know, every path of life in a way, bringing it together and just having fun with that as well.